In today's video, I mask circles, I imitate wood with oil, I try new chrome paint, and smooth imperfections with a soft sponge. Hello fellow modelers, I received nice package from Protectorat Böhmen und Mähren. Only the postman has a suspicious look upon delivery. The package contains a kit focusing on the most successful Czechoslovak saboteur action against the Third Reich. It was the assassination of Heydrich, the operation codename Anthropoid. There is excellent small manual, 4 resin figures, 3D printed upgrade parts and 2 bicycles. And as a bonus, Protectorat money and food coupons. Oh, I forgot to mention that there is also plastic kit, Mercedes 320 Convertible. ICM makes this kit, so it has a lovely and sharp details. The Heydrich Mercedes has some minor upgrades, including a giant spotlight and flag holder. These details are 3D printed. The kit has a very sophisticated engine, however it is hidden inside of the model and the kit does not allow open covers. So at least you know you have it there. All the parts fit well, and you must clean only mold lines and seam lines. There are also few ejector pin marks, which are located only from the bottom side and only on hardly visible spots. The ICM plastic is quite soft, so some more significant parts are slightly bent. However, it is not a problem if you fix all with the glue properly. If you are a precise model builder, then you can assemble the front grille after painting, because it should be chrome silver. You prevent this way tricky masking. I am not precise, so I prefer masking. The primer is great because it reveals imperfections, like a small dimple on the hood. I am unifying it with a grey putty for plastic, which is suitable for minor repairs. Restoring round pan lines is easier with a hobby blade. The razor saw is too large for these edges. There is a lot of speculation about Heydrich car shade. Some research suggests that it was not black but dark blue and the interior was not red but green or brown. The original documentations for the car are missing, so it is hard to recognize the shade from the historical photos. Therefore, I decided on the classic black design with a red interior. I use Mr. Color GX2 Gloss Black. This paint has very nice shiny result, however some impurities inside made the paint job not smooth. Also, the drying time was longer than with a matte paint, so some dust particles stuck on the surface. The drying time is a few hours, but it is better to wait 1 day. If you want easier solution, you can use Tamiya Spray TS14. The paint job is nicely smooth, but the thick layer of the paint will clog small details. Therefore, I use the sprays only for large-scale models. The dashboard was made from wood, therefore I sprayed a soft layer of a light wood shade, and now I am imitating texture with oil paint. Oil paint dries in few days, but you can fix the result with a lacquer varnish. The kit includes water slide decals for instruments, but because they look like a Tetris, I decided to paint them freehand. The result could be better, but it is still slightly more detailed than the decals. Now I'm imitating cover glass with acrylic varnish. I want the chassis weathered, because the Mercedes was daily car and nobody polished the vehicle from the bottom side, at least I think. Therefore I am imitating rust and accumulated dust with a highly diluted acrylic paints. The paint is properly dry. If you want to achieve a perfect gloss result, then it is handy to smooth the paint with a soft sponge sandpaper. It nicely revealed ugly dust particles. Now I'm spraying another layer of a gloss black, but only a soft layer this time. The next step is varnish. I prefer Super Clear 3, which has a smooth result and is nicely shiny. And do not forget to let it dry properly again. I attach all the small parts with a super glue for better handling. I have tested many chrome paints so far, but I never achieved perfect results. One day I saw this Revel chrome spray results, which were unbelievable. I buy one and test it. I achieved the nice results, but it is better to mix this paint with a leveling thinner and spray it with an airbrush. The paint consumption is minimal and the layer is much smoother. And primarily, the result looks fabulous. I notice one small problem. The rubber wheels from the kit have a wrong tire pattern. I found nice detailed pictures after the assassination. The wheel on the chassis could be tolerable, but there are two spare wheels that are exposed. So I opened the Blender 3D editor and designed new wheels based on the historical photos. And if you want to make this model after assassination, I also designed deflated rear right wheel. The files are available for my Patreons or on Cult3D. The car with a red interior looks like some devil vehicle. I used Tamiya red acrylic paint. One solid shade is dull, therefore I think I can paint the shading and highlights with oil paints. I prefer oil paints because they are easy to use and for soft shading. And if you make lines too pronounced, it is easy to smooth them with a thinner. The black paint job is not the worst, but we can make it even more shiny with the polishing compounds. I hate gloss black because even minor scratch or dust particle is visible. Therefore I use polishing micro cleaning cloth for glasses and Tamiya smooth finishing polishing compound. The front grille and soft line on the doors must be chrome silver. I used elastic contour masking tape, which is more flexible and easier to use than paper masking tape. Now I am making highlights on the canvas roof. Again, it is suitable to use oil paints, and you do not need to use only black or grey shades, but you can make it more interesting with a dark blue or brown shades. Attaching the dashboard at this moment was quite tricky, because according to the manual, it should be assembled with a body and door parts. Therefore, I thinned down plastic on the dashboard and somehow fit in. I am gluing clear parts with a PVA glue, because it is transparent after curing, and you can eventually remove glue from the plastic parts without damaging it. The wheels are too clean, so I am imitating accumulated dust with a highly diluted enamel paint. There is also more dust on the chassis. The model is for the diorama, so it cannot be clean. I use combination of enamel and acrylic paints. Transparent enamel paints are great for paintbrushes and have a nice shiny result, so I prefer them for lights or indicators. The sun visor shield was probably transparent, therefore I cut new parts from clear plastic sheet. The front driving lights were modified for the blackout. I like this detail because it looks like a steam locomotive light. Last but not least, I changed the shade of the interior to brighter red and added silver frame for the windows. And with these details, I'm done! The next step is to make figures and Prague Street. So this model is only a tiny piece of a puzzle for a more significant historical project. I am primarily glad that I found perfect chrome paint and learned how to make wheels with a complex tire pattern and deflection in 3D. It will be handy for future projects. Okay, thank you for watching, to my Patreons for support, and see you next time!